Storm Tracker 9 weather with Chief Meteorologist Justin Stapleton.
A warm one. A lot of kids finding out where their classrooms are across 4J today. Tomorrow for the first day of school. Be ready for summer-like conditions. It is very, very warm outside, or at least will be if you haven't stepped out for most of the afternoon. Visual satellites you see behind me there pretty much shows the story with that as well. Not a lot of cloud cover at the coast, and certainly nada as you get inland as well. Starting to see a much faster drying northerly wind. High pressure aloft is going to continue to dry things out, and by tomorrow and Wednesday we start to kick in the old offshore flow, and as that starts to move some of that air down the mountains into the valleys, it heats up. And heats up pretty fast in some spots as well. So let's take a quick peek at the forecast for tomorrow. Still starting off cool in the mid-50s, but I do expect things to warm up very quickly, probably into the low 80s by noontime. We'll be into the upper 80s as the kids get home from school, and that's all courtesy of this ridge that's been building for at least the last 24 hours. Now, the low that was moving through the early part of the weekend is scooted quickly. It's starting to break up over parts of western and southern Montana, and the ridge that has been building in behind that, the jet stream responding to that, pushing back up into western Canada, and that pretty much puts us under a very, very dry and warm air mass over the next couple of days. 89 current temperature in Roseburg right now, one of the spots that will likely be in the mid-90s over the next couple of days. 86 in Corvallis and Eugene, 82 down in Cottage Grove, 67 out towards Florence, and we're looking at the 70s right now up at the Santiam Pass and around 81 in Bend. So you notice something on the board here. Now 101 degrees in Brookings, what we call the Brookings effect, and that's when you get all the really hot offshore winds continuing to push down the mountains, and that heats things up. That'll have the same effect for us here in the valley, and right now looks like our record high that best chance we might get close to it will be on Wednesday. That's when we'll get the hottest temperatures, but still we're not necessarily expecting record-breaking heat over the next couple of days, but it will be hot. As that high sits right on top of us for the next few days, that is going to keep things very warm. Make sure that the kids do have their summer clothing for school. Now, as we head to the weekend, we'll start to see the wind switch, move in off the ocean. By Sunday, that may be enough to pump in some moisture up in the mountains to get some thunderstorms cranking, with a weak cold front getting closer too. But if that ridge holds, and I've got an indication it probably will, we'll keep those warmer temperatures, not as warm as what we'll see the next couple of days, but still fairly dry and pretty toasty throughout the rest of the week. So mid-70s at the coast tomorrow. We'll cool down just briefly as we head to Wednesday with more clouds, and it's back to sunshine, and low 70s throughout the rest of the week. In the Umpqua Basin, it's sunny and hot, mid-90s for the next couple of days, and then slowly backing off to around 90 degrees for both Friday and Saturday. The morning clouds will certainly help that. And again, the winds coming off the ocean will as well. Sunny and warm in the Cascades with temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s. Sunny and warm in Bend and Redmond as well. A very warm forecast for the next 6 to 7 across central Oregon, and a chance to see some thunderstorms possibly Sunday or Monday. And then in the valley, hot one tomorrow for all the kids headed back. 90 to around 92 degrees. And again, it'll be in the mid-80s quickly after, I'd say, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, the good news is most of the kids get out before the heat of that, but the next couple of days, we're only going to cool down into the upper 50s and low 60s, and so it's that compound effect. You don't have the air conditioning. You can't get the cool air in, move the hot air out, and it just starts to stack up.
Whew, it's going to be warm.
I'm glad we're here, not in school.
Yeah,
Right?
oh man,
Sorry,
me too.
kids.
You got that right.
All right.